So in the last 10 months, my client generated over $21 million with this simple frequency fix. Everything in reality is based off your energy and how your identity is programmed. If your identity is programmed for what you do not want, you always will get what you do not want, even if you want to get something else. This is why most people get stuck in their businesses, or they feel like they cannot achieve their full potential. This is the cause of every single problem that they have in their business. So if they fix this simple thing, then everything else changes. It's not a work problem, it's not a strategy problem, it's not a tactic problem, it's a you problem. And I'm here to share like a couple of quick bullet points in order to help Italy with this as well. I butchered his name.
Okay.
And I want him to introduce himself as well.
Okay, some of you guys might already know me. I create content and I run a personal branding agency as well. I don't really struggle with any like mentor problems, or at least they are not that big. I'm logged in physically, I'm logged in mentally and spiritually as well. But there are still some things that I can definitely improve, like being productive, being able to focus on my work, like basically doing like deep work for a longer period of time, because yes, I can do it for like 1 hour and that's great, but I can't keep that state up for, let's say, 6 or like 5 let's say hours per day. And that's something that I definitely want to fix. And we had a great conversation yesterday, and I would like to learn more from you about that.
Perfect. And the first question I want to ask you is, do you feel bad for not working enough? You feel bad for not working enough? Do you feel like when you are not working enough, you feel like not worthy of achieving what you want to achieve?
It's not that I don't feel worthy, either from my ego or just from confidence. I believe that I would be able to do it. But I know and I'm aware that if I keep doing what I'm doing at that moment, I'm not going to be able to achieve that.
Okay.
Does that counter?
Yeah, I understand perfectly, and I want you to understand exactly how everything works. So basically, what we call like the physical reality, what we experience right now, is the effect of us. So everything that we experience it through our own perception. So our own perception creates the reality that we're living in. Because right now, even though we are living in the same room, we are experiencing the same event, we are perceiving it differently, so we are living it differently. So the cause is us and the effect is the physical world. So imagine it like a mirror. Let me draw this out so you get it better. Imagine here we have a mirror, right? And this is the image of the mirror, and here is the reflection of the mirror, right? The reflection is the physical world and the image is you. If you want to change the reflection, you need to change the image. You don't, if you want to change outfits in the mirror, you don't punch the mirror to change the outfit, right? You need to change yourself, exactly. So if you want the reflection to change, the image has to change, and you are the image. How you program yourself, this is the image. So if you program yourself differently, then the reflection will be differently. Now, a trap that most people fall into is that they change the image and then they don't see the reflection changing instantly, and they say, oh, it doesn't work. And there's this really great quote: the mirror doesn't smile before you do, but when it does, it is delayed. So if you want the mirror to smile, you have to smile first at the mirror. But then you start smiling and the mirror doesn't smile back, and you're like, what the fuck is this thing? It doesn't work. And then you start frowning. But if you would have kept that smile a bit longer, the reflection would have changed. Matter needs to rearrange itself, you know? If we would like change states instantly, then it will be chaos everywhere. You think and you embody something, then instantly happens, it will be chaos. And the universe doesn't like chaos, it likes balance, it likes peace. So you need to be consistent with keeping this image and identity of yourself. Now, a thing that I think you have right now is that you've tried to fill an internal like void with external sources. So for example, like you try to overstimulate yourself, or you can't concentrate on something because you are lacking something inside of you. Do you feel like you're lacking something inside of you?
For example?
For example, validation or appreciation. Do you feel like you are basically looking for it from other people, or do you give it to yourself? Or satisfaction?
I think it could be both.
Both. Why?
Because it's not only that I want to feel good about myself, I want to know that the people that are important for me feel good about me as well.
Okay, so you do it for the people around you, but why are you doing it for the people around you? Because you love them.
Yeah.
If you didn't love them, would you still do it for them?
No, I wouldn't care.
Okay, perfectly. So this is completely right. Now, how do you label things? So, do you label situations as bad? So, for example, I didn't do enough deep work today. Is it this good or bad?
Bad.
Why?
Because I didn't do shit, so I didn't do the steps that I wanted to take, and I didn't do what I was initially planning to do.
Okay.
I broke my own promise to myself.
Okay, so you didn't stick to your own word.
Yeah.
This is the problem, itself.
Yeah.
It's not the work that you didn't work hard enough. Because what is hard work? Because hard work might be different in my perception than it is in your perception. So what really is hard work?
Do you mean what hard work is for me?
Yeah.
Like, let's give an example that is like really technical. Hard work is, let's say that I have a to-do list. Let's say I have 5 things that require deep work, and those 5 things take, let's say, 6 hours of work, and I want to get that done all in once. And that is hard work because that requires an insane level of focus to be able to do all of that for those hours straight, and like don't really take breaks. That is like hard work, at least for me. I think for other people as well.
Okay, so concentrating for a prolonged duration of time.
Yeah.
So basically entering that flow state.
Yeah.
But do you think it's better to enter that flow state when you are in a non-judgmental zone? So
Yeah, because for example, when I'm training or when I do martial arts or when I kickbox, I don't have any problem with like getting into that flow state somewhere.
Yeah.
But I don't understand the difference between that and between working on my business, because then it's harder to get into that flow state.
yeah, it correlates super well. Even in martial arts, when you're thinking about correcting like a punch or something like that, you tense up, you tend to overthink it, and when you're overthinking, then you don't do it as well as you would have done it when you're not thinking anything, when you just are in the present moment, you're in a flow state. So when you're thinking about like, I have to do deep work, otherwise I'm gonna be, I'm gonna feel that, all of that, right? You're just labeling that situation, right? And you're creating those feelings. And you're just programming the image for something that you do not want to have.
Yeah, I'm programming a bad image.
Exactly.
And then I'm going to get a bad reflection of that.
You are reinforcing an identity that you don't want to have.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Your emotion is energy in motion.
Yes.
And that energy picks up momentum and it creates something we call a vibration. And that vibration, when it picks up momentum, creates a frequency. And frequencies, think about them like immaterialized reality.
Yeah.
So by you feeling like you're not doing good enough, by you labeling that situation as, I'm not doing that good enough, you're just reinforcing that through your emotion.
And how should I label it instead of that? Like, what should I pay attention to?
Not judgmental. It's like, I work how I work. You know?
Yeah, but I want to change, and in order to change, I need to realize that I have a problem.
Okay, for sure. How would the version of you think that didn't have the problem would think? How would he feel? How would he place his attention upon?
He would probably just do it, I think.
Okay. But
really sure.
what would be the process behind it, like mentally?
Mentally, he would probably struggle with being in that flow state as well, but he would probably look at that situation as something that's normal or something that's like natural in that situation, but he would do it anyway.
Okay, so looking at it as normal.
Yeah. Like
you're not trying to get into it because it's like normal to you.
Yeah.
You're not chasing that I need to get in flow state. You just get into the flow state.
Yeah.
You're not thinking actively, I have to get into the flow state. You're just letting it happen. I think it's a matter of just staying present in whatever you are doing
Yeah.
You know, so just whenever thoughts arise of like, oh, I need to do that, just swipe them away because they don't have any power over you. If you engage with thoughts that don't really contribute to what you want, you're just giving them power via your emotions. If you dwell in a thought, then you activate the emotion in that thought, and then that emotion creates the whole loop that we talked about. So it's just a matter of staying present in whatever that you're doing and just letting it happen. It's not like you have to do it. Nothing happens if you don't do it. Not judging it as if I don't do it, it's bad.
Yeah. There's something that popped into my mind from a book that I was reading a few months ago about getting into like a productive state or like a flow state. That you should have a routine or something that you do each time you are trying to get into it. And let's say that routine for you is that you start shadow boxing for like 5 minutes, or for someone else it might be that they do push-ups, or for someone else it might be that they meditate for like 5 minutes, and they get used to that and they create like a routine for themselves that if they do this, then they are getting into flow state. Like that has a correlation for them. Like, what do you think about that? And what do you think about creating a routine like that?
Yeah, I think it's just the belief behind and the conviction behind that the routine will make you enter flow state, that will make you enter flow state.
So the reason why it works is because you think it works.
Exactly. It's just a placebo effect.
Okay, so if I think that I'm just getting into flow state because that's what's happening, then I would get into flow state without doing anything.
And a thing that I recommend to all the people that I work with, you have a very powerful tool at your command every single time, and that is your imagination.
Yeah.
If you just sit before you work and imagine yourself working as you want to work, then you're giving yourself an advantage because now you did it already, so you can do it again.
And when I imagine it, should I imagine myself just working and being in that flow state, or should I imagine the results from that as well?
However you want. It's not a clear formula. It's however, what do you want to get out of it? So for example, I work with a lot of traders, and of course they want to win the trade.
Yeah.
So it's like imagining themselves winning the trade before they even step in the chair and actually trade.
So manifesting it happening.
Exactly. It's like making your image of a person that is already doing it. Your subconscious mind will adapt, and your subconscious mind will always be correct. It always wants to prove itself right in order to get that ego boost. You know? It's like the person who says he's unlucky and the person who says that he's lucky, they are both correct. They will always find ways to like make themselves right. So
okay, let me change topics.
Yeah.
When I'm scrolling on Instagram or TikTok and I'm just wasting my entire day there and I'm not doing anything, it feels comfortable because I'm getting like not happiness, but I'm getting a feeling out of that, a feeling that I wasn't able to get through work or through something else, and I'm avoiding that.
What exactly? What is the feeling that you're getting while scrolling? Is it comfort? Is it secureness? Is it avoidance? Like, what do you think it is?
What are the options? Wait. I'm not really sure because it.
Are you avoiding something?
I'm avoiding doing the work that I would need to do.
Okay, so do you think you get overwhelmed by the work you need to do? Because most of the time procrastination happens from overwhelmment, and overwhelmment happens from a lack of clarity. Being clear on what you want is the first step in doing anything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not really clear about where this is taking me, and I'm just trying to trust in the process.
Exactly. I'm going to give you some questions to ask yourself in order to get the best clarity after it. And you build clarity, because clarity is the first step. Okay. Clarity is the first step. If you don't know where you want to drive, how can you get there? It's like, it doesn't make no sense. You cannot go there if you don't know where the fuck you're going.
Fair enough.
So clarity. If you are clear on what you need to do, then you will not procrastinate because you don't get overwhelmed. Procrastination doesn't happen because you're lazy. It happens because you're overwhelmed. Like, oh, I need to do that. Oh, I can't be. But let me just, you know. Yeah. I will do it later.
Yeah.
This happens. It's a lack of clarity. It's a lack of clarity on like exactly what you need to do, why you are doing it, and clarity over overall everything. You need to be clear on who you want to be, how you want to act, everything. I'm gonna give you a list. This is the first step I go with my clients: clarity. Gain the most amount of clarity, and after you do that, when you step to work, right?
Yes.
Imagine yourself how you would want to work. Like how would that version of you that you got clear on would work? And imagine it. It was an experiment made where they took 3 groups of people. So let me join it. So it's like group 1, group 2, group 3. And they were all practicing shooting 3-pointers at basketball. Group 1 was practicing 1 hour per day for a week. Group 2 was imagining themselves playing and shooting 3 throws.
So just imagining.
Just imagining, 1 hour per day, just imagining. Didn't touch a ball, and group 3 didn't play at all for 1 week. Group 3 saw a decrease in their ability to throw basketballs. Group 2, which just imagined, saw an increase of 24%.
Yeah.
And group 1 saw an increase of like 29. So a bit more than the imagination.
But now, what if you do both?
Exactly. This is what I wanted to say. Now imagine you combine them.
Yeah, that's almost 50. Yeah.
Almost 50.
50.
No, I don't.
Fuck off.
I don't really know the exact percentages. I can't remember them. But it's like if you combine them, imagine how more powerful you'd be.
Yeah.
But most people use their imagination completely incorrect. They use it to imagine the worst situation possible. They imagine what can go wrong. They imagine all of those things. And what do they program their mind to be? What they don't want to be. So they're changing the image in what they don't want to happen.
Okay, so what if, let's say, you do the thing that you need to do, but your imagination is fogged up and you are imagining the wrong thing? Like, can you still progress? Or
of course you can still progress.
But it's a lot slower.
Yeah, it's a lot slower and it's inefficient. You should remove everything that doesn't benefit you directly. If something doesn't benefit you, it is only there to control you. And it's a trap from the old frequency. So you have a current frequency, and when you try to step into a new frequency, the current frequency is like panicking because you are not feeling the energy anymore and it's basically dying. So in order not to die, it wants to gather your energy. And it gathers your energy by your attention placement and also your emotions. How do you feel throughout the day? And when you're not, this is why I was asking you at first, if you're not working hard enough, you feel bad, so you're actively feeding that old frequency.
Yeah.
And you cover it like, I'm analyzing.
Yeah.
I'm analyzing, I'm actually doing good, but it's just keeping you in this loop.
Oh, fuck.
This is keeping you in a loop.
But if you're only thinking about like the positive part of it and like becoming who you want to be, wouldn't that just mean that you're being overly positive and you don't even realize that you have a problem?
No, I'm not saying to ignore problems. Yeah. I'm not saying, but I'm saying to not view problems as problems. It's like I need to fix it. I do what I need to do to fix it. Why have an emotional reaction towards that thing?
So instead of saying that I have a problem, I would say that I have an opportunity to get better.
Exactly. It sounds a bit corny, but this is exactly the mindset you should adopt.
Yeah.
How you view things affect the thing in of itself.
Yeah.
If you view something as bad, you label it as bad, and then you feel bad.
Okay. Next question. Let me expose your value. How did you learn all of this?
Read a bunch of books, spoke with a bunch of people.
Okay.
And while working with my clients, of course, I get better because I understand how they think more and more. Of course, I do everything customized because what I say to you, I won't say to another person like I said it to you.
It's different situation.
It's different situation.
Person, yeah.
Completely
different goals as well, maybe.
Yeah.
And then you said reading books. Well, I read a lot of books when I was a bit younger, when I was like 15, 14, but now I don't really read books at all. Like I try to, I buy new books, but let's say that I read like 10 pages and then I put it off for like 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. And I feel bad about that as well, which I'm going to fix now. But what would you suggest for me to be more consistent with reading books and to be able to just read more, basically?
So, reading books isn't a necessity.
Yeah, fair enough.
Of course, it isn't a necessity, but you can guard your level of awareness can increase by having different perspective upon stuff.
Yeah.
So it's of course a really good habit to have. But this is what I'm saying. It's not like what you need to do to read more books. It's who you need to be in order to read more books. You actively cannot not go to the gym or not train. You know,
so
it's rooted in your identity. This is who you are.
So let's say in an actual example, I don't struggle with doing kickboxing training at all because I look at myself as an athlete and as a fighter and as a kickboxer. So I don't struggle with doing that because that's who I am. But I don't really look at myself as a reader.
Yeah.
So if I change that, then reading will become
your identity.
At least as easy as like going to train, for example.
Exactly. And you'll start to like it. This is who you are.
Fair enough.
This is who you are. And of course, the visualization plays a massive part. I'm going to give you the technique that I'm giving to my clients also for that. It's super simple. It takes 10 to 15 minutes per day. It's really easy to do. And this also restructures like how you view yourself. And also, but a thing that I want you to remember is like how you program yourself is who you are going to become. 95% of your decisions come from your subconscious mind. So if 95% of your decisions and actions are programmed for what you do not want, you're going to get what you do not want. Your program beats your intention, always. So it's just a matter of viewing yourself as the person who reads books. Enjoy reading them. This is who you are. Like kickbox. It's hard at first. It's like, it's not hard. I like it. What is hard?
And is it okay if I feel like it's hard in the first like few weeks? Like is there like a time frame that it takes to become like that person and to adopt that identity, or what do you think?
It can be instant.
Yeah.
It can be instant. It's like your beliefs can change instantly.
Yeah.
It's just a belief that changing your beliefs is hard. So it's just a belief in of itself that changing beliefs is hard is a belief.
Yeah, you could become gay from one day to another. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a conscious decision. It's just a conscious decision. Everything can be super easy. Why is it super easy for some other people and not for you?
Yeah.
Why not? All truths are what have truths. If it isn't a like universal law like gravity, we all fall the same from that building.
Yeah.
If not, it's just a belief. Things can be easy, you can change super quick. You just need to let yourself. And what you have in your mind, this is who you need to let.
Damn. Bro is spilling sauce.
Yeah. Other questions?
No, not at the moment.
Perfect. So, actionables. Well, I told him the actionables. I'm going to send you the clarity. The question that you should ask yourself.
The full roadmap to scale to 200k a month.
Yeah.
No.
Send that over to
not a type of person, but yeah, I'm gonna send you like the clarity questions.
Yeah.
You should ask yourself. Then remember the imagination part before working.
There was a second thing that you wanted to send as well.
Yeah, the visualization part.
Yeah.
The visualization part protocol.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send you these two. Super easy, super simple, and remember it is super easy and simple to change. It's just a belief. You just change it consciously.
Just change.
You just change it. No, but the fact that you're laughing is rooted in you. You know?
Yeah, because I started thinking about like these Luke's Maxim things where they say like just look good, bro.
Yeah. No. But if you implement this, you'll see massive change.
Okay.
You'll see massive change, and you can just message me and say like how it went.
Okay.
It's
And
like
the client
accountability.
interview.
It's accountability. But yeah, I hope it helped, and I hope it helped the people watching as well. This is like a quick sneak peek on how we, bro.
See you in the client interview, say.
Send me the payment.
Now, this is just a quick sneak peek on how I work with my clients, and of course it's an entire process. This is like 1% of what we go through, but it's different from every person. It varies from person to person. What I teach Italy, I won't teach to another person. So yeah, I hope you liked it, and I hope you find it valuable. So if you want to work with me, you have a call, a link in the description.
Make yourself a favor.
Make yourself a favor and book in a call. Much love.
Appreciate it.
See you in the client interview.
Oh, another debug shit.
Yeah.
See you in the client.
Make yourself a favor.